Welcome back to Dadskillz. Today we're going to be trying to fit a kitchen tap, and hopefully it's relatively straightforward.
Dadskillz, 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 Dadskillz.
This is what I've gone for. If you can see that. It's a tap from Screwfix. It was $79.99. So we've got all sorts of bits. We've got the instructions, which will doubtless be pretty useful. And then we've got a weight, because it's one of those ones you can pull down. So it needs a weight for that. And then we've got a couple of the hoses that come with it. So this is it. Looks pretty nice, looks pretty quality for 80 quid actually. $79.99. Nice, one of those push things. And so this thing, this obviously goes up and down the shaft there when you pull the end out. That will attach onto that one, and then we've got a hot and a cold. I'm not sure which one's which at the moment. I'm sure if you're proficient in these things you'll know, but we'll have a look and see which one's what. Right, let's go and have a look and see where it's going. This is the offending tap. Been in the house, as you've seen in other videos, maybe 8 or 9 months. The kitchen was fitted, and this is the tap that we were left with. And it's a pretty cheap one. It's noisy, it's crap. It would be nice to be able to wash around here and whatever you're doing, and when you're washing vegetables or whatever, you can, not really very manoeuvrable. So that's what we're going to be replacing. So we need to, we've all got one, a cupboard full of detritus under the sink. I need to ship all that out the way, and then get up the back there, and you can see a couple of flexible pipes coming down. That's what we want to get to. We've got our hoses coming down from our current tap, and they're just joined to some more hoses, and there's no valves on those, so we'll keep going back. And we get to this here. It's got a valve on it that we can use, and then we've got another valve here. And that goes on to this T, which goes to the dishwasher. So I'm going to turn both of these valves off, I think. And then I'm just literally going to disconnect, pull that out of there, pull this one out of here, and then I can take the whole lot away, and I don't have to be using spanners down there or anything. Right, that's off. That's off. Right, so come up here. So this is hot, nothing in there at all. That's cold, nothing in there at all. I can't get a tray under here when I pull these out to catch any water. So that's why I've put this there. And as you've seen, there's hardly any water in the system anyway when I've turned those valves off. So use that just to push that. There we go. So if you couldn't see what I did there, this grey bit that was sticking out, there's obviously a seal and some little bits in there that holds this in. But when you push that back, you can then, it then releases this. But under pressure, it obviously won't fly off. Now this one, we want to come back to this one. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to push on the retaining thing. Okay, we'll undo that bit first then, I think. How's that? There we go, that's better. Right, there we go. There wasn't a lot in it, but there was enough to make a mess. Okay, those two things are off. Let's take the tap out. Well, that was tight. I couldn't undo those by hand. So I had to resort to trying to get to that bit, and I had to go round the back of it with a 10mm spanner and loosen that off enough so I could undo it by hand. So that's cool, so that's out. And this is the old flexi for the up and down motion. number 1, we've done that bit. Number 2 is then attach your long hoses, and we'll have a look and to see which ones we use. We might use the old ones as they fit perfectly. Number 3, put it down through the hole. Number 4, check the thickness. Mounting seat is not needed if the thickness is more than 35mm. Well, it's about 3mm probably, so we'll use the mounting seal. And then that shows you the order that everything goes on in. All the seals are underneath by the look of it. There you can see we've got our weight to help pull the flexi back in. So I've taken all the bump off there, and that's all these bits. That's for that one, that's nothing to do with it. As you can see, this is why we don't have a seal on top, is because it's got a seal already. So you won't see anything sticking through on there. We'll give that a bit of a clean actually before we go any further. So I'll put the old ones back on, because if they're the perfect length, why not? And as I say, it's probably only 9 months old or something, so they'll be fine. I have tweaked them slightly, just a little bit with a 10mm spanner. Not too much though, just the perfect amount, just to nip them up. And then, so we can put these in the store. We are now going to put it down through the sink, and then we're going to follow this as to what goes on and where. So the last thing to go on is this thing with these accessible at the bottom. All our tap in. We've got all the bits going up there. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to record this because I can't get in there and show you at the same time. So I'm going to start doing it up and then show you what I've got. So I've squared it up on there. If you look over the back, that's there somewhere, isn't it? That's squared up. Then I've done that up, not tight, but I'll do it up tight now, and then I'll screw in those screws that are there, and then we'll have a look at where we connect it. See those screws have screwed up there? So now we've got this, which is our flexi. So we need to put a weight on it, so I'll put that on. And this is just literally 2 screws, open it up, clamp it on, and tighten it up. Now I was told a couple of years ago now that this kind of tap wasn't suitable for drinking water, and if you had one, then you weren't meant to have a separate tap for drinking water, because the water sits in this pipe, this flexible pipe. I'm not seeing anything in the instructions about that, and it's not something I've come across before, so I will be using it for drinking water, but that's just an interesting thing that I thought I'd share with you. Tell me in the comments if you've heard that before. Pull that, pull it out, do your swooshing, and then it goes back in. Do your swooshing. Oh, fantastic. Perfect. Right, let's have a look at fitting these back. Right, okay, so it's something that I don't innately know, but I guess if you were a plumber, you'd innately know which one was which. But the cold, to get the cold, you turn it towards you. So I'm thinking the closest one to me is cold, so that goes down here. Now, the other thing that I know is that this pipe was warm, so that must be the hot water, so I'll turn that out of the way. This one is cold because it's the cold feed for the dishwasher. So I'm going to say that's cold, and I'm going to push that in there. And that's really is as easy as that. So now I can remove this because there shouldn't be any more water. This is our hot end. Right. So that's in. That's job done. Now I remember unscrewing that. So we'll screw that up. That's that. Right, let's open one. So let's do what we think is the cold first. So, can we see any leaks anywhere? No. Let's go up here. So, hopefully, this is cold towards us, so I should be able to turn this now. And get in. Right, that's cool. Let's open the hot up. hot a moment to come out. Oh yeah, it's hot. That's excellent. Look at that. So, like that. It's got a switch at the back. Oh, that's fantastic. Back up she goes. So there we go. That is something you could do on your own if you were confident enough. To be fair, this is simple. This is relatively simple with those valves there and stuff. But you can always put those valves in. What's more important than anything is the missus will love that. So that's all from Dadskillz today. I hope that's been useful. And we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Dadskillz, 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 Dadskillz.